Hey amazing TFAA artists, let's make some artwork with lines. Black crayon or a Sharpie. You don't want to use a washable black marker because if you use that, when we paint it, it might get wet and it might bleed. So you want either a Sharpie that doesn't bleed or a black crayon. Both of those will work. The other thing you need is an 8.5 inch by 8.5 inch square piece of paper. So I'll show you how to make that really quick without even having to use a ruler. So if you take the corner of this paper, like right here, and fold it all the way up to the edge of this paper so that it kind of makes a triangle or a sail. And then you can fold that crease over and cut that extra piece of paper off. And that gives us our 8.5 by 8.5 inch square piece of paper. This one looks a little crooked, but you get what I'm saying. So that is the perfect size to fit on our Square One Art fundraiser paper. So if you want to add this picture to our fundraiser, then this is how you do it so that it fits, okay? Your parents can download the fundraiser paper if they want, or they can drop your artwork off at school for me to ship in if you want to participate in the fundraiser. I like to say that a line is a dot that went for a walk. So remember, a line is our element of art, and the elements of art are the building blocks of making a piece of artwork, and line is one of the most important ones. So let's talk about some of the lines we know. There's vertical lines that go up and down. There's horizontal lines that go from side to side. There's diagonal lines that go from one corner to the next. There can be wavy lines that make kind of a wave. There can be curly lines. There can be dashed lines. And there can be dotted lines. Remember, a line is just a dot that went for a walk. Oh, you know what I forgot to put on here? Zigzag. There can be zigzag lines. Can you think of any more lines that we didn't put on here? So you can make a landscape or you can make a seascape, like a landscape by the ocean. I'm going to start with doing a landscape first. So I think I'm going to start at the bottom with some hills. And then maybe do another set of hills. And maybe a taller mountain over here. And then maybe a sun over here. You could also do a moon. You could even just do clouds. So I'm doing this in Sharpie, mostly so for video purposes that you can see it. But you could also do it in pencil first and then go over it in Sharpie or your black crayon. Either one will work. So once you've gotten a landscape drawn, you can fill that with more lines. I'm going to do some wavy lines down here, and then I'm going to switch it up for this one and maybe just do some straight lines to change that up. I bet you can't guess what kind of line I'm going to do on the mountain. Alright, I think on the mountain, I'm gonna do some zigzags. And you could change it up on this one. You could do close and then farther apart, or you could do thicker lines and then thinner lines. It doesn't have to be all the same. Then I think over here on the sun, I might do a spiral and then maybe do some dashed and dotted lines coming out between the sun. Here. And there you have it. There's a line landscape. Let's try a line seascape. I'm gonna start down here with some waves. You can do kind of a wave shape, or you could even do just kind of more like a wavy line. You don't have to do that curved wave shaped. And then I think I'm gonna do some going this way as well. All right. And then I think I'm gonna do kind of a wavy line up here, and then maybe some clouds and a sun up top. And actually, I think I'm gonna add more of a horizon line right here. I'll do my sun again. Again, you could do a moon. You could just do stars in the sky. Doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Mine is just inspiration. Helps you get started with your ideas. Okay? And then you can go back in and fill your areas with line. Here we have a bumpy line. And sometimes your lines might get cut off. You can draw them going down to the edge. I think here I might make this one straight across lines. Maybe this is like my shore. Okay, that one was a little crooked, but that's okay. And then I think I'll make some more wavy lines inside here that kind of follow along those wave shapes. So I just got that on the floor over here. Okay, so there you have it. You have two different kinds of landscapes. You've got like a seascape, and then you've got more of like a mountain landscape. So you can kind of choose which kind you would want to do. You could have mountains, rivers. You could even do a house or a barn if you wanted. And then fill it with lines. And then for our next lesson, we'll add color to it. See you next week, amazing artists.